Every year, many of you choose to donate money to your favorite charities, and of course, you probably trust that the money is being put to good use.
Yeah, but what if it's not going to the charity at all? Well, that's what a lot of people in Milwaukee are worried about tonight. FOX 6 investigator Megan Dwyer joins us now with an exclusive look at a local fundraiser.
It's called On the Battlefield for Lupus, and it's a fashion show to benefit the Lupus Foundation of America. But it's unclear who is really benefiting from those donations that have been pouring in. 20-year-old Chelsea Stotts is living with lupus, the disease of 1,000 disguises. Butterfly-shaped rashes cover the face like a mask. She was diagnosed when she was just 14.
Once she got sick, I was kind of oblivious to all the things about lupus, so I kind of started studying on my own to find out what it was.
That studying turned into a big project. Together, mother and daughter would start hosting charity benefits to raise money for a cure. It would eventually become an annual Milwaukee fashion show called Breaking the Stereotype.
The motto of the show is awareness plus research equals a cure.
Her daughter designs the clothes. Crystal organizes the event.
We're having the final model call today.
It's marketed as a charity benefit to raise money for the Lupus Foundation of America and educate. The third annual fashion show On the Battlefield for Lupus is next month at UWM's Grand Ballroom. Crystal is banking on its continued success.
This year, if we can make 10,000, we'd be happy. But the more we can make, the happier we'd be.
$10,000. That's a lot of money for someone who has a history of not paying her bills.
The first year, was our first year. I actually was unemployed and put this show together, got my car repossessed in the middle of it, everything.
Court records show Crystal filed for bankruptcy in 2011. 2 weeks later, she held her first fundraiser. That's right. Just 2 weeks later, she says she managed to raise $1,500 that first year.
We donated it to the Lupus Foundation of Wisconsin.
The next year, she says they did even better.
Last year, we raised over $3,500. That money went directly to the foundation as well as some of the people that attended that had lupus.
That's $5,000, she insists, went to the Lupus Foundation.
That is blatantly untrue.
Dr. Mary Cronin is president of the board of directors for the Lupus Foundation of America Wisconsin chapter. She says her chapter had never even heard of Crystal Stotts or her events until an anonymous volunteer called, questioning where all the money had gone.
Now, I don't know where those funds went. Perhaps they've gone to another organization, but they have not come here to the LFA Wisconsin chapter.
We keep a log of every phone call and every visitor, so we know who comes in and out of the office.
Fundraisers who want to partner with the Lupus Foundation have to sign a contract agreeing to donate all proceeds.
There you go.
Crystal never signed that contract, but she uses the organization's logo and lets people think she represents the Lupus Foundation of America, even writing in promotional materials that she's passionate about giving to the foundation. And that's not the only thing that doesn't add up. Crystal told us donors would be able to get tax write-offs, even though many write the checks directly to her.
We do have the YMCA partnered with us to utilize their 501c3, as well as we have a local church that'll be utilizing their 501c3 to help us bring those donations in.
But both the church and the Northside YMCA say they have never given Crystal permission to use their tax-exempt status for any of her events.
Art Milwaukee is helping us with lighting and decorations.
But Art Milwaukee says it doesn't provide lighting or decor, and they've never heard of Crystal Stotts.
UWM is donating space.
Not exactly. UWM Vice Chancellor of University Relations and Communications says Crystal convinced students in the Black Student Union to rent the Grand Ballroom, even though Crystal admits she's not affiliated with the student group, which is a requirement to rent school property. When the foundation confirmed they had no records of any donation,
where are these funds going?
We went back to talk to Crystal to get some answers. You told me you've given $5,000 to the Wisconsin chapter. Are you saying that they're lying?
Yes, I am. I gave $1,500 the first year in cash, and I gave $34.76 last year.
But she admits she doesn't have any receipts or proof she's ever donated anything. Are you stealing this money?
No, I am not. I would not steal. I know people here trust me, they believe in me, they support me and what I'm doing, and there's no reason that I would have to steal.
I was duped, and the 500 people sitting in the theater were duped.
Susan Coop helped Crystal throw last year's event.
How much money are we talking about here?
At $20 a head on average, an average ticket price. Multiply that by the 500 people that said, were there, the math would be $10,000. I guess I never really was able to stomach the idea that there was that discrepancy with what was posted versus what really was donated.
Susan says she asked Crystal over and over how much money was raised and how much money was donated. But each time she got a different story. So this year she walked away from the event.
It's heartbreaking.
Now, we just heard from UWM today the event has been canceled because they say Ms. Stotts couldn't present proof of insurance or liability waivers, so the Black Student Union decided to pull its support.
So cancel, what can people do now? What if you already bought tickets to the thing?
You know, Brad, there's not a lot you can do. You're kind of out of luck. You could try to get your money back in small claims court, but it's probably going to cost you a lot more money in the long run. People need to know, do not write checks to individuals. You need to write the checks directly to the charity. This kind of thing is regulated by the state of Wisconsin. You can't just go around collecting money, saying you're going to donate it to a specific place. In many cases, you need a professional fundraising license. Crystal did not have that.
Interesting.
Makes me wonder
I
if
learned a
criminal
lot.
charges may follow. We'll see what happens. Thank you,
Keep it
Megan.
posted.
Thank you so much. We hear a lot about women and breast cancer, but there is another cancer that strikes fear in women.